So Honor is definitely one of the most prolific smartphone manufacturers out there right now. I've already lost count of how many new handsets Huawei's sister company has churned out in 2019. I mean, at the last one alone, there were 3 of the buggers. But do not worry if you're considering Honor for your next handset and you're a wee bit confused by the rather broad selection. I've reviewed all of the recent smartphones and here's my run through of the best ones that you can buy in 2019 and what sets them apart from their siblings. And for more on the latest and greatest mobile tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! Now, the latest super premium flagship Honor phone, if you're properly minted, is the Honor 20 Pro. There's no UK price just yet, but this flagship will cost €599 when it eventually lands. Now, while the Pro feels a wee bit chunky, it is still a comfortable grip with a choice of purple or green inflections for that moody rear end, while that novel side-mounted fingerprint sensor works a charm. With Honor smartphones, there's generally very little difference between the various smartphones as far as the display is concerned, and the Honor 20 Pro is no different. The 6.26-inch screen sports a Full HD Plus resolution which keeps everything crisp, and you can fiddle about with the colour output to suit your own tastes. Honor is definitely embracing pinhole camera design, so the Honor 20 Pro offers a near full view experience when you're kicking back with a pleasingly violent action flick. And Honor's own Magic UI interface sits neatly on top of Android, changing up the theming and adding some worthy customization and gesture features, plus plenty more besides. It's essentially Huawei's Emotion UI by another name, but whatever. Check out my full Magic UI software guide right here on TechSpert for all you need to know about the greatest features on there. Performance on the Honor 20 Pro is top notch thanks to that Kirin 980 chipset, Huawei's most premium platform at the moment, and a selection of popular games such as PubG Mobile are boosted by a bit of GPU turbo action. Likewise, the battery life is solid. A 4000 mAh cell will keep you going all day long, even with intensive use, and that 22.5 watt fast charge support means it'll fill up without too much bother as well. But where the Honor 20 Pro really excels compared to its brethren is the quad lens camera. You get a wide angle and a telephoto lens boasting a 3x optical zoom, and Honor has even chucked in a bonus macro lens for getting really up close and personal with freaky stuff like this. Go and check out my full camera comparison with the super expensive Huawei P30 Pro to see how good that Honor 20 Pro camera really is. And if those coffers won't quite stretch to the Pro model, don't worry, the standard Honor 20 is a little bit cheaper at 400 quid, but pretty much packs the same specs and definitely the same software features. All that's being called is you get a slightly smaller battery at 3750 milliamps, and of course that telephoto lens has also been slashed, but apart from that, still great. Now, the most premium handset in the Honor stable before the launch of the Honor 20 series was this bad boy here, the Honor View 20. It's a 6.4-inch blower, and it still costs 500 quid at the time of shooting. At that sort of price, it's a hard pass, but if you see it reduced, then it could still be worth considering. Like those fresh flagships, you get that Kirin 980 stuffed inside, and combined with GPU Turbo 2.0, you can expect silky smooth frame rates on the like of PubG Mobile, while other titles still play perfectly well too. And you can keep on gaming all afternoon thanks to that big 4000 mAh battery complete with liquid coolant to keep the heat at bay. I actually prefer the look of the View 20 compared with the new flagships as well, thanks to that funky V pattern effect when the light hits it just so. And the dinky pinhole camera up front means a near full view Full HD Plus experience when kicking back with some Netflix. But returning to the View 20, I definitely do miss the flexibility offered by the Honor 20 Pro's wide angle and telephoto lenses. This camera experience seems a little bit barren without them. But all the same, the V20's 48 megapixel shooter grabs great looking everyday snaps, complete with the excellent updated night mode for low light snaps. Now, any gamers on a bit of a budget might be tempted by the Honor Player, though to be perfectly honest, despite billing itself as a gaming smartphone, there are actually very few unique gaming features here on the Honor Player, and quite a lot of the features you will find can also be found on other Honor handsets. But to be perfectly honest, for under 300 quid, this is a great all-round smartphone that will suit any kind of user. You do get the slightly older Kirin 970 chipset here, backed by 4GB of RAM, but the latest Android games still run well, especially the likes of PUBG thanks to that GPU Turbo, which once again pops up. The Full HD Plus 6.3-inch display is pretty much identical to the panels on those more premium Honor phones, and a great way to enjoy movies as well as games on the go. We're talking sharp, punchy visuals serving up a clear view of any battlefield. Meanwhile, the 3750 mAh battery can survive several hours of non-stop gaming or keep you going just over a day with more regular use. When it comes to the camera tech though, the Honor Play is definitely a step down from those other slightly more premium Honor phones that we've already covered. The 16 megapixel primary lens is backed by a basic depth sensor, so shots aren't quite as detailed, although your portrait photos will still look snazzy. Huawei's AI mode is once again on board, and you can record up to 4K resolution video for sharp looking home movies. Now, one of my favourite affordable Honor smartphones in 2019, despite the fact that it was launched at the arse end of 2018, is definitely the Honor 8X, which costs under 250 quid and still impresses in almost every area. Be warned, however, the 8X is an absolute monster. Even with those skinny bezels, the 6.5-inch phone is one of the biggest Honor phones out there. But on the flip side, that enormous Full HD Plus display is ideal for Netflix fans, offering a clear view of the action. Performance is a bit more limited than the other Honor phones that we've mentioned, which is no surprise given that crazy price. But the Kirin 710 chipset is still perfectly fine for everyday use, while the 3750 mAh battery is a match for the Honor 20. We're really impressed with the 8X's camera tech as well. Like the Honor Play, you get a dual lens snapper with a depth sensor for those portrait snaps. But unlike the Play, you get that excellent new night mode on top of the usual AI smarts as well, for great low light results. Sadly, you can't shoot 4K video, but hey ho, what do you want, the moon on a stick? For a similar sort of price, you can also grab the Honor 20 Lite, which is one of the cheapest smartphones around to pack a triple lens camera. You can switch between the 24 megapixel primary lens and the 8 megapixel ultra-wide angle shooter to get a very different viewpoint, although there is no telephoto option on offer. That third lens is a simple 2 megapixel depth sensor. Still, the functionality at this price point is impressive, even if the end results fall short of more premium Honor phones, and the 32 megapixel selfie snapper will definitely appease any narcissists out there. Performance is very similar to the 8X, with the Kirin 710 stashed inside, while the 6.21-inch display means that this handset is more compact and user-friendly. However, you also get a dinky battery for an Honor phone. That 3400 mAh cell can keep you going until bedtime, as long as you don't abuse it too much. And the cheapest Honor smartphone right now, if you're proper skint, is the Honor 10 Lite, which is sitting on the website for just 180 quid. Specs wise, this is only a minor step down from the 8X, with the same Kirin 710 chipset backed by 3GB RAM instead of 4. You'll certainly see the odd stammer here and there, but it's nothing to be concerned with. Even the likes of PubG Mobile will play fine as long as you stick them on those low detail settings. And while that 3400 mAh battery once again can't match the more premium Honor smartphones, you again shouldn't struggle to make it through a full day. That software is pretty much up to date, with the MIUI 9 and Android Pie in action. However, there is no one-handed mode for some reason, despite the fact that the Honor 10 Lite is still a sizable 6.2 inches. Boo. But I do love the Honor 10 Lite's hallucinogenic design, although this phone will scratch up a storm unless you handle it with extreme care. You'll probably want to make use of that transparent cover that comes bundled in the box. And the 13 megapixel rear camera is absolutely fine for everyday shots, if not quite as impressive as the more expensive handsets here. And that right there is my run through of the best Honor smartphones that you can buy in 2019. In fact, pretty much all of the Honor smartphones that you can buy in 2019, and the little differences in what sets each one apart. So hopefully that's helped you decide which one might be best for you. Definitely bang your thoughts down in the comments below. Have you got an Honor smartphone right now? Do you love it? Do you loathe it? Definitely be great to hear your thoughts, and please do poke, subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest mobile tech. Cheers everyone, love you!